My name's Sue Bauer. I am the principal of PhysioMax, and I took over the principal role in May of last year, and I've been looking at Shockwave and the thought of purchasing Shockwave for the practice for quite some time. I myself have had injuries, Achilles tendon problems, and I'd been going to see other physios for treatment, and I thought, this is silly, might as well have a machine in the clinic. I actually went and did a course to learn a little bit more about the machine, and even doing the course opened my eyes to other musculoskeletal problems that could be treated using the machine, which I hadn't considered before. I knew that it was good for plantar fasciitis and Achilles tendon problems, but I hadn't realised there were other issues that could be dealt with. I contacted Wade and we talked about the different options for machines and the different options for purchasing or using the machine. I've now gone on and actually purchased the machine for the clinic, so we've got it here all the time, so I'm extremely happy with that. I had a gentleman who was coming to see me, and he comes into the clinic and uses the Pilates equipment, and he was reporting he'd had a 6-month history of elbow pain. So I started treating him with conventional physiotherapy and got a little bit of a result. I did send him back to his doctor, and we had an ultrasound scan done, and the ultrasound scan confirmed that he had tears of his tendons both on the inside and the outside of the elbow. I thought we'd bring in the big guns and try the Shockwave with him. First occasion, before we started using the Shockwave on him, I did a grip strength test. He was reporting that he had 8 out of 10 intensity pain whilst he was doing the grip strength test, and 38 kilos worth of grip strength. By the beginning of the 3rd session, he'd reported he'd had 50% pain reduction. By the beginning of the 4th session, which was into 4 weeks, he had reported that he had 100% pain-free week, and I did a grip strength test on him. He had 50 kilos worth of grip strength and 0 pain. So we did 4 sessions over 4 weeks, and it 100% fixed his problem that he had for 6 months. That was a brilliant result, and this fellow, I still keep in touch with him. He comes in once a week for the Pilates, and he says he's had no recurrence of his symptoms at all. I had a gentleman come in who had been told he needed a total knee replacement. Outside of the usual physiotherapy, we brought in the Shockwave treatment for him. And he had, as it's turned out, a total of 12 sessions of treatment over a period of about 8 months. The first 6 sessions weekly, and then after that we did monthly sessions. He came back to see me about 3 weeks ago and said that his night pain that he was experiencing every night was gone, that his knee was now straight and he could walk without a limp, and that he was very confident he wasn't going to have a knee replacement, and that he was going to be able to continue to work, which was his ultimate goal. On the back of that, one of the gentlemen that he works with has actually now come in to see me because he said he had observed the amazing result that this friend of his at work had, and he wanted to actually start some treatment himself on a knee problem that he had. I've had several people ring up, and they're booking in specifically because they want Shockwave treatment from people that they've spoken to who've had great results. So it's actually generating its own referral, which is brilliant for us. We have a really good relationship with Astir at this clinic. Astir are the providers of a lot of our taping and other things that we use within the clinic. I've been exceptionally pleased with the service that we've been given from Astir. If we have any issues at all, Wade will come in and he'll help us out with the machine, but also there has been a new staff member that's come on board, and Wade has done some training for us with getting her on board with how to use the Shockwave machine. And there are other staff members who we will actually tap into some of the online learning abilities that we have. So it's been great to have the service, the continuing service, the after purchase service, and the education as well.